Oh, hi. Mr. Lee here. Today's lesson is going to be on systems of inequalities. So, the past couple of days, you've been graphing and analyzing one inequality at a time, right? So, here's an example, just refresh your memory. Today, we're going to be looking at two or more, right? That's where your systems come into play. You'll have more than one being talked about at a time, right? So, here's an example of two inequalities at a time. You got 3, 4, so on and so forth, right? So obviously this is like 8 inequalities at once. That's an exaggeration. I just want to kind of show you guys that. But really, we're going to be talking about probably 2 at most, 3 at a time. Okay, so system of inequalities, 1 or more. So sorry, 2 or more. Here is an example of just 2. If I kind of just show and hide one at a time here, you're looking at the overlaps of both inequalities to identify your solutions, right? So just like when you had a system of equations, right? You wanted to find the overlap or the common points, right? Usually it was just one point if it was 2 lines intersecting, right? This case, you're going to have infinite points, infinite solutions, but it's going to be where the shading intersects each other, right? So the separate shadings, each inequality has its separate shading. So if you can kind of look here, I have a little simulation here for a point. If I just drag this point anywhere, right, I'll kind of give you examples of where we'll have a solution of the system, okay? So you have red shading, blue shading. The overlap should actually be in this bottom right corner, if you can visualize it, right? So any point right here where the red and the blue shading overlap is a solution to the system, right? Over here is a non-solution to the system. You'll have a solution to the red inequality, but not the blue, so it's not a solution to the system. Over in this corner, you'll have a solution to the blue inequality, but not the red, so it's not a solution to the system as a whole. And then over here in the white, you don't have any shading, so nothing, right? So really only in this bottom right corner where you see the red and the blue overlap, right, where both shadings overlap, that's where you have a solution to the system, okay? And again, you can check algebraically, right? If you take any point like, I don't know, like 5 comma 1, right? X is 5, Y is 1. You plug them into the inequalities. It'll make them both true at the same time. That's how you can confirm, okay? So let's see. What else do I want to say? I'm not going to say much more. Please be reminded of all your skills of graphing lines. They still apply, right? So if I hide this, if I'm just talking about one inequality at a time, you have to know your y-intercept, you have to know your slope, and then make sure you know dashed versus solid line. I do have a review of the same notes we talked about the other day in our Canvas page to graph single inequalities, but just know that you're going to be doubling up and graphing 2 at a time and visualizing that. Okay? Message me with any questions. I think you guys should be good to go. Have a good day.